Let me teach you how to negotiate with vendors. This is the usual process to follow. This is the right process to follow to get the right vendor for your event. But sometimes clients keep this process and go straight to the vendor. Now, while that is not a problem at all, it is okay for you to negotiate with your vendors directly, which is why I'm doing this video, so that you would know certain things that could help you negotiate better. But one very big mistake that a lot of clients make is that they think that the best negotiation is trying to get a cheaper price. And that's a very, very big mistake. There are a lot of factors that would help this last person to effectively provide the kind of services that you want. There's supposed to be a lot of information that's supposed to go from this guy to this guy for proper execution. Now, there are so many things this guy in the middle usually does. This person tries to find a balance so that both this guy and this guy have exactly what they want. This guy does not feel cheated. This guy is fully satisfied. But in cases where this guy is going directly to this guy, one thing must be very, very clear. Your vision, the role, and the expectations. You must carefully outline these three things. A lot of clients have ideas. A lot of clients have desires to host events. A lot of clients want to do things, but they actually do not even know what they want. And that is where the major problem is. Because it has to be clearly communicated for there to be a perfect execution. Remember, I'm speaking to people who are working without this guy in the middle, because sometimes when you are not clear and then you translate what you want to this guy can be able to flesh up whatever it is that is in your head. So picture what Daniel had to do with Nebuchadnezzar, right? Where he just remembered, he just knew that he had a dream, but he did not know what kind of dream that he had, and he needed someone to tell him his dream and interpret it. That's where a lot of these people fall into. If you are jumping to this guy, then your vision must be very clear. What kind of event do you want to have? And that's why we have so many conflicts. You not hear people telling a vendor that you're supposed to know your job. You should know the vendor they know their job. But the problem is you. This person, this guy does not know what they want. Role, it has to be clearly defined. You cannot expect your decorator to come and be your planner. You cannot expect your MC to come and be your counselor. Role has to be clearly defined. What do you want from each person? And finally, expectations. Expectation has to be clearly communicated. What do you want? What do you expect? When people eat the food at your event, how do you want them to feel? Because what confusion is going to give you are plenty of mistakes that can be avoided. So all of these has to be clear, so you are not having mistakes on your big day. So now your priority is not cheap price. Priority from this guy is clarity. Clarity is what you're trying to communicate to this guy, not cheap price. Another mistake that a lot of clients also make is trying to be smart. The person you're trying to be smart with knows that you're trying to be smart, and they will outsmart you. Just be very honest and be very clear about what you want. So what this means generally is clarity is what is going to give you better negotiations. But if you don't have this guy and what you have is this, you're going to have not just mistakes, expensive mistakes is what you're going to have. I hope this helps.